name is Tim Desilets. I'm the director of Youth at Hope Community Church in King of Prussia, and I've been on staff for 13 years. You may not know that prior to coming on staff at Hope, I was a partner in a small IT company. And before that, I had worked in several IT consulting jobs in the Philadelphia area. My wife, Mandy, had been on staff as the middle school director for Youth at Hope, but up until February 2006, I had been quite content to continue my IT pursuits and to be a volunteer in a student ministry. God had other ideas for me, though, and in February of 2006, made it abundantly clear that I should leave my IT background behind for the most part and pursue full-time ministry. In 2007, Hope hired me, and Mandy and I became the directors of the Youth at Hope program for 5th through 12th grade. It's been an incredible journey and one that God has led the entire way. It's easy to think, though, that my IT skills had just been kind of left behind. Although I still have some of them, I use some of them on a regular basis as Hope's IT guy. They've been mostly minor kinds of things. Little did I know, though, and ever assume that he had big plans for my IT background here again in 2020. As it became clear that we as a church were going to have to quickly pivot into an online environment and make an immense amount of technology decisions in a short amount of time, I realized very quickly that he had put me in a position ready to use many of the gifts and talents I had thought I had left behind. I've heard countless stories like this during this pandemic, people rising to a challenge and covering gifts, talents they once used often to help solve a problem or meet a challenge. Taylor Hernandez from our Youth at Hope team spoke to our students on Sunday night that following Jesus is a life that feels like perpetual uncertainty. He reminded us that we don't necessarily know where we're going to go tomorrow, but as long as we are at the feet of Jesus, we're happy to go there. I feel like I've had that opportunity to live exactly that over the past 6 weeks. My life normally follows a very specific routine with meetings, projects, and other obligations, but I found myself putting myself in a posture of readiness. Ready for whatever God has for me next. I've been listening to a leadership podcast by Carey Nieuwhof, who talks a lot about learning how to pivot and change during this time. And one of his guests, Scott Beck, said it best during one of his podcasts. Scott said, "People don't gain out of consumption, they gain out of contribution." By nature, I'm a dreamer and a thinker, but I'm also an overthinker. And often I have 15 ideas before I pull the trigger on executing even one. One of the amazing things about the disruption of time and obligations is that I've been able to reuse time to create and attempt some things in a digital world that we never would have tried before or been able to accomplish. 3 quick examples include a bi-weekly parenting group. I've dreamed about this for years, and I know that trying to find the right time and space for it with schedules and other youth group events and parents and sports schedules for kids and all these things, to get a group of parents in a room for an hour or two and to fly a world-class speaker from across the country to come and meet with us seemed almost impossible. But during this time, many of my speaker friends from around the country that I've been connected with for many years have offered their time at a reduced rate or even no rate at all to come and speak and share in a workshop type setting. So we took advantage a week ago, Tuesday, and we're immensely blessed by the time we spent with Walt Mueller. We've got 2 other incredible speakers lined up for 2 weeks to come. And if you're a parent out there, you will not want to miss Tuesday nights, May 5th and May 19th from 8 to 9 p.m. It's going to be a really great time, and I can't tell you how much I'm looking forward to it. The second thing is a weekly youth group. Certainly we've done this before, but we're mixing our 7th and 8th graders with our high school students on Sunday nights for a really, really rich time. And it's extra rich because we're combining with our youth group friends from Southern Vermont, where we serve every summer. This is not physically even possible, even with technology, to have our youth groups meet together on a regular basis. But for the past 6 weeks on Sunday nights, we've been gathering as a group and sharing our resources. And it's been fantastic for our students to be able to grow alongside their Vermont friends during this time. It's been a sweet, bright spot during these weeks. Thirdly, or lastly, I have been dreaming about this too for a really long time. There's this concept called sticky faith, and it talks about the chance that a high school student will continue their faith in college. And I have to tell you that even amongst our group, that can be a really, really low statistic. And nationwide, they'd say less than 50% of youth group attending teens continue their faith in college and beyond. There are some hopeful stats that I could share with you separately later on, but certainly it's something that bothers us in the Youth at Hope world. And we've always said that one of the major ways you can combat that statistic is to have intergenerational experiences for your students. But with the busyness of schedules and yet another program, or asking kids to get up early to come to a Bible study on a Sunday morning, we've never had any luck with it. And so during this time, when students have a little more time on their hands, and our online meetings have been a little more accessible, we've challenged our students to come to some more adult type things. And I was blessed last week and this week to have a group join us, a group of high school students join us at prayer, both Wednesday night or Thursday last week and a Wednesday this week. And 3 other students joined us as well during our Monday night sermon-based small group that George and I run. And I have to tell you, if you were in that room, per se, the digital room that we met in, you would have been incredibly blessed to have been there with them, to hear their insights, and for them to be able to hear insights from people older and wiser than them. A young, vibrant faith mixed with a tried and trusted long-term faith is a spectacular mix, and something that was really special to be a part of. Roman suggested Sunday that the best way to battle confusion is to eat the bread that gives life. The more you engage with the things of Jesus and the things that lead you to him, then the clearer your path will be. I will challenge you during this time, though, not just to eat, but to contribute to. Just like Scott said earlier, people don't gain out of consumption, they gain out of contribution. Digest it and engage with others. Take a chance and join a Bible study. Use your voice, write a blog, comment on a post, and be part of creating rather than just consuming. It will bless you and the others. It will bless you and others. And I'm sure that God will use the gifts, talents, and skills that you never thought you would use again. So where to start, right? What to do? Here's some easy hope resources that might get you started. The Bring Hope Facebook group. If you're on Facebook and you're not part of our Bring Hope group, you are missing out. From the selfie shares on Sunday mornings alongside Roman's message, to commenting about what we like most, or what quotes stuck out to us, or the chance to share and hear from our midweek worship songs, or even today, a post about how you specifically are growing in your faith right now. It's waiting for you to contribute on right here as soon as this video is over. Other great resources that you should definitely take a shot at. A shameless plug for George's and my Monday night group. We've been having a blast with a different group of people every single week. And it's been a lot of fun. Don't think that you have to come and then keep coming on and on and on again. But know that if you join us at that time from 8 o'clock to 9:15 on Monday nights, will be a time that you start looking forward to as you contribute to our little online community. There's men's and women's groups all throughout the week. Women, I think, are killing it. There's resources and events for moms. There's a prayer group for moms. There's a Moms Equip group that meets on a Wednesday nights as well. There's Monday nights, Wednesday mornings, Thursday nights. Check one of them out. You don't need to say ahead of time that you're coming. Just show up. And men, Friday morning at 7 for us. I'm there every week, and I'd love to see you and get to know you and hear your contributions as we kind of unpack the same Sunday message as well. 2 more quick options and resources that you could use during this time. There's a Love Works Helping text group, and you may not know that it exists, but if you're looking to contribute with your hands, maybe your finances or your time, there's a group of volunteers that are still working hard behind the scenes to deliver uh, both meals and groceries to people, to deliver lunches and make lunches for the Hospitality Center in Norristown on Fridays. Lots of opportunities to get involved. If you want to be included on the need side of that, like how to help those needs, let me know. I'm happy to get you plugged in with that group. And lastly, there's a new page we created not that long ago called stories.hope-cc.org. And it's an awesome place to just share your story, to do exactly what I'm talking about here, and to do exactly what I'm doing currently, which is sharing my story with you. You can do it in a simple text form and just drop us a couple lines about how this situation is impacting your personal and spiritual life, and how you're rising above it. We would love to hear from you. And we know that your story would also be an encouragement to others. If you need other resources, don't hesitate to drop me a message. I'm happy to point you in several other directions as well. You can find me at tim@hope-cc.org. I'd certainly love to hear from you and point you in the right direction. Thanks, everybody. We get the pleasure of hearing a song tonight from Monica Vance, one of our worship team artists. She's going to sing the song, Lord, I Need You. And I know I've got to hear it already, but you get to hear it now. And as the music begins to play, would you pray with me? God, thank you for this time that we can gather tonight. Thank you for the opportunity to be at your feet, to let you guide us, to let you mold us, and to let you use the things that you've given us over all these years to contribute to the story that you're still telling. God, would our words and actions this week lead others around us into a deeper relationship with you. Amen. Thanks, everybody.
Lord, I come, I confess, bowing here, I find my rest. Without you, I fall apart. You're the one that guides my heart. Lord, I need you, oh, I need you. Every hour I need you, my one defense, my righteousness, oh God, how I need you. Where sin runs deep, your grace is more. Where grace is found is where you are. Where you are, Lord, I am free. Holiness is Christ in me. Lord, I need you, oh, I need you. Every hour I need you, my one defense, my righteousness, oh God, how I need you. So teach my song to rise to you. When temptation comes my way, when I cannot stand, I'll fall on you. Jesus, you're my hope and stay. Lord, I need